400 years after slavery, somebody had in your family had to be the strongest person in the world. When I go back to America, I'm gonna know who I am. And you learn that because think about this. In order for us to be even sitting here talking, right? 400 years after slavery, somebody had in your family had to be the strongest person in the world. Somebody had to survive the Atlantic slave trade, have to survive potentially being lynched, potentially being beaten to death, potentially jumping overboard off of a boat when they were slaves. And the people who allowed us to be here, they're some of the strongest people in the world as our ancestors because they could have died at any point, right? And there's millions of us here, but that's 400 years of us not knowing ourselves. When you think about a knowledge gap or the wealth gap, it's like, of course there's a wealth gap. There's a knowledge gap right now. It's because there's 4 years of us not knowing who the heck we are. And how do you teach somebody about who you are when your history in America is slavery? That's what they teach you.
And now I don't want to teach that.
You don't want to know. I don't want my, and me going to Africa made me realize I don't want to know. I don't want my kids to know that they were ever a slave. I want you to know who you really are. The way that you know who you really are is by knowing that when you go to Ghana, you step off of a plane, somebody's gonna put a crown on